You've probably failed every IQ test that matters. Not because you're not smart, because the real signs of high intelligence don't show up on a test. They show up in the way you argue with yourself at 2 a.m. In the friend who never finishes a sentence because their brain jumped 3 steps ahead. In the person everyone calls difficult, who's actually just seeing something nobody else can see yet. Here's what psychologists actually found. And it's not what you think. Sign 1. You're comfortable saying, "I don't know." Sounds backwards, right? We're taught that smart people have answers. But there's a well-documented pattern in cognitive psychology, sometimes called the Dunning-Kruger effect, where people with limited ability in a subject overestimate their competence because they don't know enough to see their own gaps. The smarter you actually are, the more clearly you see how much you don't know. Confidence goes down. Awareness goes up. So if you've ever felt like a fraud in a room full of confident people, that discomfort might be the opposite of what you think it is. Sign 2. You talk to yourself. Constantly. Not out loud, necessarily, though sometimes that too. Internal monologue, self-narration, silently debating your own decisions before you make them. Researchers who study inner speech have linked it to working memory and self-regulation, the mental muscles behind planning, reasoning, controlling impulses. That voice in your head that won't shut up? That's not a flaw. That's your brain rehearsing, checking its own work, catching mistakes before they happen. People without a strong inner monologue often make decisions faster and regret them more. Sign 3. You get bored. Not lazy bored. Understimulated bored. High IQ individuals often show a stronger need for cognitive stimulation. Their brains crave complexity the way some people crave sugar. Give them a repetitive task and something strange happens. Performance drops. Not because they can't do it, because their brain is already 3 tasks ahead, and it resents being held back. If you've ever gotten in trouble in school for finishing early and then causing chaos, that wasn't defiance. That was an engine idling with nowhere to go. Sign 4. You worry more than everyone else you know. There's research linking higher verbal intelligence to higher rates of rumination and anxiety. The same mental machinery that lets you solve problems also lets you simulate every way things could go wrong. It's called the worry, the price of a smart brain hypothesis, and it's uncomfortable because we like to imagine intelligence as a gift with no cost. It has a cost. The mind that can build a bridge can also build 1,000 ways for that bridge to collapse. That's not weakness. That's the same tool, pointed at itself. So if you've spent your life feeling too anxious, too indecisive, too easily bored, too aware of your own ignorance to ever call yourself smart, maybe that's exactly the evidence you were looking for. Not because intelligence looks like confidence. It usually looks like the opposite. It looks like doubt, sharpened into precision. Which one of these hit closest to home? Tell me below.